Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Final Fantasy IX. In the last episode, we made our way through the overt dungeon, pretty much, and got the item that Kuja was looking for. And now we have to, just like we thought, Kuja is not holding his end of the bargain. So now it's up to Sid the Frog to save the other party members before they fall into a pit of lava, pretty much. I don't even think they have a Maiden's Kiss. That must be the key they were talking about. Do I gotta push it? Damn. Yeah, that's what I don't like about this. I guess I should stand still when the creature looks this way. Ugh, come on. Oh, if only I was a man again, I wouldn't fear that beast. So this is your fault. Come on. Ah. Yeah, but it's worse. At least red light, green light. You have a better... One more try. He turns around so fast. Oh, I was looking at the chat. I wasn't paying attention. Part is stupid. Wonder what happens if you run out of time. I don't think I've ever done that bad. But we're only doing this because he's a frog and he's scared of the beast. Not like that dude can see him. What is he? Like a T-Rex? He can't see movement. And he's in a cage. Not like he can do anything to us. Yeah, I've played The Legend of Dragon before. I think I've actually gotten all the way to disc 4. I just never beat it. That is definitely one of the games on my list to do a Let's Play of. I just don't know where to put it. Nice, okay. Receive the hourglass key. Now he doesn't care. I see a scale and some weights. Examine the scale. These are huge scales. I could probably put 3 weights on a dish. I gotta climb onto the scale in order to reach the hourglass. This weight is made of wood. This weight is made of clay. Made of stone. Come on, it's taking forever. Iron. Now let's just try that one. Yeah, I like it. The battle system in Legend of Dragon. It's definitely unique. Not high enough, right? Oh, not heavy enough. Wood, clay, stone, wood, clay, iron. Wood, stone, iron. Let's do that one. Be nice if I can actually speed this up. Taking most of his time. Although I think this is the second heaviest. Or not the... It's the second, yeah, the second heaviest, yeah. So if this doesn't work, at least we know which one to do. Okay. Guess he's a fat frog. Clay, stone, and iron. Definitely keeps you more into the fight. Having to do those, I kind of liken it to, kind of like the gunblade triggers. You just have to keep doing them over and over again, and for each character. But it's actually pretty cool, because if I remember correctly, you can actually extend your combo if you do it correctly. I just have to turn this upside down, ribbit. Or at least the timer stops. Now everyone should be alright for 10 minutes. Oh, I thought I was a goner. Thank goodness we made it. Ah, you all made it. Huh? You saved us. And it wasn't easy, mind you, but we have no time to celebrate. I heard from 2 black mages that there's some kind of trap up ahead. They said you basically just have to turn them all on, whatever that means. Let's hurry. Oh, that's right, we can't just rely on Zidane. We have to get back to work until Zidane gets back. We can do it together if we can do it if we stick together. You know, I'm actually not a fan of active time battles. But I would... The only reason I'm not a fan of... Or I guess I should say active time events. And that's because they're not... You just never know when they're coming. Sometimes like there's active time events and cutscenes, and you just never know when they're coming. So I'm never prepared for them. I'm sitting there trying to watch a cutscene, and all of a sudden I have to push these button combinations, and the controller's not even in my hand anymore. Right? But at least with The Legend of Dragoon, you know it always happens. So you're always ready for it. So that's why I consider that a little different, but... Well, actually, I don't think anyone has any equipment on. Oh, never mind. Yeah, these guys don't. Ooh, auto float. That actually might be nice. Ooh, Asuna. Nice, that's also nice. Wait, can no one use pump? Can no one use that? Okay, you can use that. Now I kind of want to see what that does. Raises strength of Eidolons. Oh, I see. Oh, it's like a boost from Final Fantasy VIII. Interesting. Alright, so let's do... Alright, so we got auto haste. Definitely want that. Prevents stop. That would be nice. Ooh, HP plus 20%. Okay. What do you do? Restores target's HP. Now let's turn off level up and put on auto haste. And do that. Okay. And then she still can't use magic correctly. if I remember correctly. Yeah, usually I just put my controller down. Yeah, so, I mean, they've gotten better with being able to accidentally skip cutscenes, because it'll always ask you, you know, do you want to skip it? But I just want to take a rest. I just want to put the controller down and not worry about it. The path will open when the lamp is lit. The bloodstone is the source of his power. Each color holds different powers. Okay. I guess we have... Are they actually turning their heads? Is that what that noise is? Let's actually go check that other spot out. Oh man, hopefully this doesn't go as bad as the other party. I mean, actually the other party went pretty well. Let's hope this goes as good as the other party, considering this is pretty much all magic and one melee. I like Final Fantasy VII Remake. The wall market scene. I think that whole game is all the areas. I like them better in the remake than I do in the original. The dance. I don't think there was a dance in the original. I can't remember if there was. I think that's something they added. I was kind of indifferent to the dance. It's not something I cared. I just didn't want them to get rid of the dress scene. I just thought that was so funny in the original that I wanted them to keep the whole, you know, Cloud has to dress up in a dress, he's got to put this wig on and all that. As long as they did that, I really didn't care how they approached it. I think they did a good job with that remake. The only thing I could say about the remake that I didn't like is that they shouldn't have called it a remake, because it's not. Or they should have said remake part 1 or something, I don't know. Because it doesn't signify that it's only a piece. Like if you just walk into a store and you didn't watch any trailers or anything, you would think it's the whole game. There's nothing to tell you that it's not. Although they recently had that Final Fantasy VII showcase, 10-minute showcase. Looks like Crisis Core is coming out. That'll be fun. We'll definitely play that when it comes out. And what else was there? Oh, the remake part 2. It has to be. Part 2 has to be longer than, or it has to, I don't know if it's probably going to be the same amount of time. It's probably going to be like a 40 to 50 hour game. I guess if you do everything, it'll be like maybe 60 to 70. Probably the same length as part 1. But they're just gonna, the pacing will be much faster. Because during that 10-minute Final Fantasy VII, you know, showcase, they announced that there's only 3 parts. So they have to get 3. I mean, they didn't get that far in the first one, so they only have 2. They only have 2 left, so to finish the game. And they have to finish it. There's a whole bunch of game left, so. My only concern, this is my thoughts on the way, I don't know if you've actually Did you beat part 1? I don't want to spoil it. I guess I could say it without spoiling it. But yeah, I don't. If they were keeping the same pace and sticking to the original story, like, or at least close to it, then I don't think they could do it in 3 parts either. But the reason I mean, they said it. They didn't have to say it if they weren't ready to say it. So it's definitely 3 parts. It's already been officially announced. So I guess I won't try to spoil the ending. I'll just say this. The way the game ended, the first part, makes it seem to me that first part of the Final Fantasy VII Remake was to follow the original as close as possible, to like placate to the fans. But at least to me, the way it ended, it seems like they're telling fans that the story's not going to be the same in part 2 and part 3. At least not 1-to-1. Have you seen those like cloaked, shadowy figures chasing you around? I kind of forget where Shiva is in that game. You know how far it is into the game. There's pretty much these shadowy figures that are like, they pop in from time to time throughout the whole game. So I don't know if you... They show up pretty early in the game. So you must have probably seen them at least once. Actually, I think they show up in pretty much the beginning of the game. Alright, that's not it. How about this one? Why was that such a big flash? Did I do something? Okay. Oh, I hate weird puzzles like this. Oh, Shinra HQ is pretty far in the game. I'd say it's pretty much almost the end, right? Let's check this place again. Oh, we can't open this? Alright, I guess that just stays on. Oh wow, it's been a long time. Well, if you remember those shadowy figures, they pretty much, they interfere with you when you're trying to do something. And from what I can see, those shadowy figures try to keep the story as close as possible to the original, while Cloud and friends want to do something that's kind of not like the original. And there are actually some events that happen that are nothing like the original. And, oh, not this. Maybe I won't say that. But pretty much those, from what I see, those ghosts are pretty much trying to keep the game to follow the story as close as possible to the original. While the developers are trying to break that mold so they don't have to stick to, you know, a one-for-one remake of the original. Okay, stop doing that. Oh, and Vivi's dead. And in my opinion, the game is, you know, yeah, the developers are trying to, like, I guess, be gentle about wanting to make Final Fantasy VII Remake, at least the story, they want to make it different from the original and not a one-to-one remake. And those ghosts that are trying to keep the story the same are like symbolic of like the fans. And you know, the fans are always interfering, trying to keep the story as straight as possible and as close to the original as possible. But you know, the developers are always trying to break that mold. I burned through that game when it first came out. I actually have a full playthrough on I think on YouTube. It's not commented. That's why I wanted to redo it and do a commented run. But if you want to watch the, you know, non-commented run, it's definitely on YouTube. But it's just like the videos are just kind of sporadic. They're not like 30-minute videos. You might see like a 7-hour video or something. I pretty much just sat down and played as much as I felt like. Probably played like overnight or something. And then just uploaded the whole thing. Oh, come on. Alright, let me try one thing. Turn that off. Turn that off. That opens both doors. Yeah, I'm kind of impressed that they got the characters to oh, there we go. That they got the characters to pretty much sound like I would hope they would sound. All the characters' voices spot on. Now we haven't seen, I guess we did see Yuffie in Intergrade, but we haven't seen, I'm kind of blanking. We're missing Sid. We're missing Cat Scythe. Who else are we missing? Sid, Cat Scythe. We saw 13, Red 13. We saw Yuffie. We saw Cloud, Tifa, Sephiroth, Barrett. I don't know if I'm just... Oh, Vincent. There's Vincent we haven't seen. There we go, yeah, Vincent. I think that's it. We saw Reno. We saw Rude. The path will open when all lamps are lit. Okay, I guess we can't do this until... And then this one closes the one in front of us. So these two can't be touched. I kind of wish I didn't start the playthrough. My commented playthrough. I think I'm only like 8 episodes in. I haven't touched it in a while. But during that, what's it called? You know, Final Fantasy VII anniversary showcase, they announced that the Final Fantasy VII Intergrade is coming to to Steam, and I was going to play it on PC if I could, but I figured, come on. I had 2 ideas in my mind. It was on Epic Game Store. And I was like, okay, Epic Game Store probably has exclusivity. And I figured it was either 6 months or a year. And I guessed a year, which would have made the game come out in December of this year. But I guess it was only 6 months. I would have waited if I thought it was only 6 months. Oh, there's these 2 over here. I didn't even see these. Okay. There it goes. I didn't even see those 2. That's the one bad thing I don't like about these PS1 Final Fantasies. There's some stuff just blends into the background. Oh, for a second I was like, Copenhagen? I was like, who are you talking about? And then when you said he floats, I'm just like, oh yeah, that old man. Pretty much Red 13's grandpa, right? I forgot all about that dude. Offering of power, faithful paladin. Extract magic from the chain. Sure. I can't believe, I mean, Final Fantasy VII was just 2 Let's Plays ago. Can't believe how much I actually forgot already. Two of these boys. No point in having to deal with them. Man, that looks very painful. Oh, I missed. Does that miss again? Oh, it takes forever to run away. You'd think us being such a high level, we'd have some speed stat that would let us run away fast. But nope. Still slow. Oh, that landed. Okay, whatever. Let's just get some attacks in. The problem is I can't really do much damage. I only have 2 people that can actually do decent offensive damage. I'm trying to think if there's any other moments in Final Fantasy VII, the original, that I actually want to see in the remake. I guess there is that part where Cloud falls in the live stream, and you know, you have to go, like, you know, there's a whole bunch of cutscenes with Tifa going into the live stream with him to try to find himself. That'll be interesting to see, and you kind of have to go through a flashback of his whole life to piece everything together. That'll be interesting. Now what else would be interesting? I wonder if they add a new... I mean, this probably... Actually, this might not be as crazy as I thought. Yeah, you're pretty much going inside his head. I was just about to say, I wonder if they add new characters. Kind of jokingly. But they actually might go ahead and add Zack to the game. I mean, it makes sense. You see Zack where do you see Zack? Can't remember. But it would make sense considering that Crisis Core remake is coming out soon. Oh yeah, get that whole Nibelheim cutscene. Sephiroth, you know, burning the village, him losing his mind. He is? He's in the original? He's in a cutscene in the original? He must be, it must be very, very, it must be very quick, because I don't remember it. Oh yeah, right. Okay, I remember now. He is in the original. He's in the, when Cloud starts to remember that he was actually not first class. Yeah, exactly. Alright, so then he might have a bigger role to play in the remake. Especially since Crisis Core is coming out this year. So that'll be fun. We're definitely gonna play that when it comes out. Now I just need to find a way to get a PS5. Considering the remake part 2 is going to be only on PS5. You get a cutscene of Zack dying if you go back to the Shinra mansion after Cloud gets his sanity back. I never knew that. Oh, this episode's going long. I think this is a good place, like any, to end this episode if you're watching on YouTube. In the next episode, we will finish this dungeon. I think we got past the... I don't want to say the difficult puzzle part, but it was only difficult because I didn't see those... I don't know, those torches or those chalice-looking torches, whatever. But you know, that's what we got to deal with the PS1 remakes. Kind of wish this is kind of why I wish they redid the backgrounds so it's easier to see. But we play what we can get. But anyways, check out the end of this dungeon in the next episode. So thanks for watching and have a good day.